Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And for those unfamiliar with it, this is the 48,000-seater Estadio Akron, one of the principal venues for 2026. So off we go then. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs to get it right once.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Azerbaijan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Marquinhos. Azar. And he's intervened well there. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Rijkaard. Ball played for Kukçu. There's the crossfield ball. And it's Azar. Now it's Lewandowski. He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
It's a pretty loose pass. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Mbappe! Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Punched away. And now they can spring out of defence. Raya. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Now it's Rashford. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, that is a chance for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, I think they can breathe a massive sigh of relief then. Such a let-off.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Azar can see things others simply cannot. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Mbappe. Inzaghi might just make this. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Rashford. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Shot could... and he shoots! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And he's gone looking for safety. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get rid, but they've got it again. Just eases him off the ball. Inzaghi, and he's worked it through. Now it's come to nothing. Threads one in. No, that's been intercepted. Azar. Now it's Inzaghi. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Great vision. This might spell danger. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And he passes it long. Can he get it through? Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Inzaghi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That has ended up in no man's land. Looking to go deep.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Marquinhos. Guardiola. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first half thoughts?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
Well, after 45 minutes it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Oh, what has happened here? And it's De Bruyne. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. He's gone for it!
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Van Dijk. Tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappe. Serginho. He's found the way through. A lot of space. He gets big. They want to be quick to recover this. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Van Dijk.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That's really well manoeuvred. Looking for the run. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Played out to the right.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's in for the pieces! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Tries a shot! Rijkaard gets good distance on it. Hazard. Oh, well measured. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Plenty of action at either end, just nothing to show for it.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have shot a goal!
And that's off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Referee has just said play on. Alexander-Arnold. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Zico. Oh, played right into it. It's Rashford! Oh, taken with style. Finally the breakthrough.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
That's a lovely, neat pass. 75 minutes played. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Marquinhos with the clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Mbappe.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. Azerbaijan really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
And here's Lewandowski. Now it's Rashford. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And the shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Now it's Zico.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
And he was quick to react. And it's Azar. 2 minutes to be added on. Taken back almost at once. And that is as far as it goes. Arsenal have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Rashford taking in the accolades, having been named man of